and welcome to your public forum. And public forum comes to you every Wednesday, and we make sure that this forum is brought to you in the quest of answering questions, as well as finding out what the roadmap or the path is for some people who intend to lead you. Now, just a quick recap of what we've been trying to do the last few episodes of Public Forum is we've been trying to bring to you those who are aspiring for office next year. Now, just to give it context as to why we've been doing that, we've been trying to find out. They have been saying the old blood is done. The old folks have to go and rest. They've been saying it's time for the young at heart, those who have a new vision for Zambia, and those who have seen those who have been in office. It's their time to get to the helm of certain seats in the Zambia's biggest decision-making positions. My name is Victor Mwanza, and if you are joining us for the first time, this is a platform that you got to participate on as well, with all your questions as well as your contributions as you follow through the program. 0955-855-953 is the number that you will be calling us on later on in the show. Let me give you a little bit of a background of who I will be hosting this morning. He's a son of the soil in Masala. To be more specific, he was born at house number 60B, that is in Riverside, Masala. And he stayed in Kaloko Ward, Sugar Compound. And he's a married man, blessed with children. And obviously, he wants to get a whole lot more children. And that's the reason why he's here with us. He was born in Kabushi constituency on the 9th of October 1985. And this man has seen a lot as far as this constituency is concerned. He's given all as far as this constituency is concerned. Now he wants to extend it even further as far as giving is concerned and helping build this constituency. To also give you a little bit of context, these young people have definitely said twalai mapaswe kanefwe tuteke so that tuchimfyanye no bulanda no buchushi wama constituency here. So not only Kabushi constituency, but a number of them. Recently, we hosted the Nkana Member of Parliament, Binwa Mpundu, who said quite a lot of things as far as what the young people's agenda is concerned come 2026. This morning, I'm privileged to host Tillas Titus Sichinga, and he's an aspiring member of parliament for Kabushi constituency. If you hear Kabushi constituency last 4 years, you would also tag it along with the name Bulldozer. Now, the question that I would want to open with before I even welcome anybody on this platform is, can this constituency be bulldozed to a greater height? A lot of people have called on community concerns and on our press review and so on and so forth to complain as far as this constituency is concerned. Lack of water is one of them. Sanitation is one of them. Also, a number of activities that do not befit this constituency have been made light to Sun FM. We're hoping that Mr. Titus will be here to answer these questions. Mr. Titus, welcome to Sun FM Radio and TV, and it's a pleasure to have you in studio.
Thank you very much, my brother. It's a pleasure to have me in studio. I'm grateful to Sun FM and to yourself and to our viewers outside there, those listening out on Facebook, whatever platform they are using. It's gratifying to be in public forum today.
Thank you very much. Let's get straight into it. I'm saying bulldoze because if we were to bring a bulldozer, it's getting it by the horn. I want you to answer this question with a yes or no. They are saying, can you fit the shoes if you were to be given the platform?
Interesting. Yes.
Let's start from there. You are aspiring as a member of parliament for this constituency, and my first question to you would be, what really prompted you, aside from being born in this particular constituency, what really prompted you to say, you know what, I need to change the way people are living here? What really prompted you to aspire for this constituency?
Thank you very much. Well, what prompted me to aspire for Kabushi constituency? It's the welfare of the people of Kabushi.
Just move a little bit closer to the microphone so that your people can listen to you better.
The people of Kabushi built me who I am today. As you earlier on, a road servant. I've served the people. Like I said earlier on, that I have saving a market here, my Masala market. I am a camera boy, and I sang and from door to door for my customers. I was a station manager at Ratsa. I served diligently the people of Rusaka, Ratsa Region, they know me. Ratsa Rumumba, they know my service. Ratsa Choma, Ratsa Monze, Ratsa Kariba, Ratsa Chirundu. Wherever I worked from, I was also a customer care executive at Zen, which is now Airtel Zambia, where I served myself. I believe in offering a service. I'm a public administrator. I've done masters in public administration. I know how to handle affairs of the people. I've also done masters in business administration. I know how to handle business affairs. So basically, talking for myself is that I'll see to it that I provide a service and I provide a platform for my people. I may not be there physically, for example, but I'll provide a service. Even as we speak today, wherever there is a FINLO, we've got people on the grounds. We've got coordinators across the 8 wards of Kabushi. Whenever we have a FINLO, we provide at least a bus to transport our people to and from the burial site. We also go an extra mile sometimes. We even provide food on the day of burial. Whenever there is a wedding and an invitation, I may not be there physically myself, but I always send representation. And come 2026 to 2031, that will be my core value. I'll be looking at whatever requests coming on board where people need help and support. I'll provide a service. I'll make myself available, even through proxies, through others, in my absentia. But the beauty about democracy is that people of Zambia, in particular people of Kabushi, you've got the powers to hire and fire. So if somebody stops taking your phone calls, that's a 5-year mandate. For example, the sitting MP, if he hasn't performed according to expectation, he has never made himself available for you. You've got the privilege in 2026 to fire him and hire Mr. Sichinga to save your people. If Mr. Sichinga, for example, come 2031, fails to provide the service or blocks the promise, you, the people of Kabushi, still have got the power to rehire Mr. Sichinga for a second term or fire him for having not provided the service in the 5 years we gave him. So that's the beauty of democracy. It's the rule of the people, by the people, and by the majority. So you, my lovely people of Kabushi, it is your role to make sure you hire and fire. And it's good that I've come on radio at a time when even the ECZ is doing voter registration. I'm making an earnest appeal to my people of Kabushi constituents that make time. Go and verify your voter's card. Go and do a voter replacement. Make sure to register as a voter under Kabushi constituents and hire Mr. Sichinga as your member of parliament come 2026 August 13th.
Now let's dive a little bit to the economic aspect of of a constituency, and obviously I want us to look at the current constitutional amendment engagement that is going on, and also I want us to look at CDF at some point, and also I want us to look at the MPs that are saying, well, CDF, yes, is really working, but when you visit their constituencies, you see 2-3 projects that probably are halfway done, and we're in December. And obviously after this financial year, we will need to get another amount of money and we need to give a report. We recently saw in this year, 2025, where council executives were put to task by people such as the accounts committee. They asked questions. What did you do with the money? They failed to explain themselves. They failed to account for certain things that they did. I want you to speak with the economic challenges that Kabushi constituents faces. How do you intend on coming in as the person on the helm of this constituency to make sure that we see the economic breakthrough of Kabushi constituency, owing to the fact that there's 40 million at hand?
Thank you very much. Mwebena Kabushi, Mwalipalwa. The beauty is that actually Kabushi constituency is located in Kwaba Belt and the friendly city of Undola. So it's got about 4 constituencies and it's at the center of these 4 constituencies. Kabushi constituency is actually the smallest constituency in terms of size amongst the 4 constituencies of Kabushi, also of Luwuto and Ndola district. So, my appeal to the people of Kabushi is that, one, we've got the biggest market in Ndola, not so in the copper belt. Ndola main Masera market, it hosts quite a number of people. Kabushi constituency is a trading area. That's why my other motto is that of, as I come in as a member of parliament for Kabushi constituency, let us put entrepreneurship skills at the core center of activities. Bana market, pa Masera market hapo. Bana market, kwa Masera market, muka paralomo. Bana market, pa Luwuto market. Bana market, pa Toka market. Bana market, pa Kayere market. Bana market, pa Kabushi market. Tiye ni tuwale unonshikuntanshi mkabushi constituency. Because we are at the center of Ndola. We are hosting the biggest market. We've got about 5 markets. So my colleagues, my family and friends, I know all of us would want to have these white collar jobs. Because never think of a teacher, never think of a nurse, never think of a doctor. But if what a million would take over to pay, if we are to divide it equally across the 8 wards of Kabushi, for example, we can have at least 5 million per ward. How do we utilize this 5 million per ward? It's a matter of now engaging the WDCs, the Constituent Development Committee leadership, and also the councils. There are a lot of teething problems at councils. How do you build capacity in these councils that these funds are well utilized and people see the benefits of these funds? I'm also making an appeal, actually, the private sector. As I said, that in Ndola district, we are an urban constituency. And Kabushi benefits. Kabushi has got a lot of workers who work in shops, Mzimati, Jacaranda Mo, Pakafumo. Let's make sure that our people get service, our people get corporate social responsibility. I'm making an appeal. You should not only looking for these 40 million CDF funds, but also the private sector must come on board. The people once lived in Kabushi running businesses. Kabushi has got a lot of engineers from CBU. Kabushi has got a lot of business executives from the University of Zambia, from different colleges. Let us put our heads together. Let us build Kabushi. Kabushi needs to have a university of its own. If we can lobby the government, retain one of the secondary schools, for example, Kaere Secondary, make it Mkuba training college where you can train our people in the social aspect, in the social sciences, in the entrepreneurship skills, tailoring. We can also maybe provide a service for our people to become trainers. They've got the music, the musicians. They've got different talents, different ideas. Let us bring these ideas on board. Let us work as a team. Road construction, for example, secondary school. It was very saddening that our youths are endangering the people's lives. So these youths, they need a way, they need someone to motivate them. If they can have an MP who can speak for them, who can make himself available and show them the direction with the young ones, mango taipira pamo. Let's remain positive. Let's go to church. Let's have engagements. Let's do a few activities. Let's do creation activities. Let's work as a team. Let's not kill each other. For the purpose of having gratification on a single day, let's be there for each other. So my general agenda is that of development oriented and stakeholder engagement. I'll give an example. These 8 wards of Kabushi, starting with Kaloko ward itself, where I grew up from, Luwuto ward, where I was born from, Kabushi ward, which is just next to Kaloko ward, Mukuba ward, we engage the people, Toka ward, we engage the people, Mine Masala, we engage the people, Skyways ward, we engage the people. All these words, they need to be loved. They need someone to show them love. There's nothing which is paramount than love. So my agenda and my core value is that of love, peace, and justice, and then development comes in.
Now, if you were to mention the junkies or the young people, and you are coming in with the vision of putting or bringing the young ones to the party, I want to be very quick to mention that you're saying let's do activities. Let's do recreational activities. We will go back to past elections where recreational activities, they only seen just few months after the elect is put in office. They're only seen before the elections pass. After that, the Member of Parliament comes to live in Lusaka. They're found mostly at Parliament Motel. They're mostly found at Parliament grounds. Yes, they're representing the people. And you're saying, I want to put you to task here, and that's the reason why I'm asking you this as an aspiring candidate. You live in Lusaka. What is your plan on engaging and mobilizing the young people in your constituency, owing to the fact that you are here? You're in Lusaka, and you're speaking of a constituency that is on the Copper Belt. How do you plan on doing this?
Thank you very much. You see, it's a changing world. It's a global world. As I said earlier on, that I was born and brought up in Kabushi constituency. Upon completing my secondary education, I went to University of Zambia. I did my school. I went to Mulungushi University. I did my school. I went to University of Lusaka. I did my school. From 2011, when I and my fellow colleagues said, look, we've done our education, let's help our people. Every weekend, from 2011 to date, we're on the ground helping our people. Monday to Friday, I'll be working. Saturday, Sunday, I'm in Ndola working. Even today, as we speak, every weekend, I'm in Ndola. I will come to Lusaka for work. My other stays in Ndola. Just like members of parliament, they have put it. We make laws in parliament, for example. Parliament is from Tuesday up to Friday. So members of parliament are actually expected, immediately parliament closes on Friday at 13 hours, 14, 15 hours, they start going back to their various constituencies. Monday, they are back. Tuesday, they're in parliament. So I'm making a public appeal to my people of Kabushi, a social contract, to say, as you have seen me in the past 15 years, every weekend I'm with you, the assurance I can give you is that wherever I stay, does not matter. But what matters most is that my heart is to serve you, the people of Kabushi. Whenever I've been in parliament, I'll be in parliament. But every weekend, whenever time and chance allows, I'll make myself available through the church activity, through the social activity like watching football together, through engagements with the people. For example, if I say this weekend, I'll be in Mkuba Ward. In Mkuba Ward, where do you meet from? Tieni paka Kaire grounds. Or Tieni paka Kaire school, Tukuma in one of the school halls. Or let's meet Kafubu Ward. In Kafubu Ward, let's meet Pamidam Secondary School in the school. Let's have a discussion. Let's have a public forum discussion. For example, Main Masala, let's go to Main Masala community or let's have a discussion. But Skyway's Ward, let's meet Musa Kasonga, let's have a discussion. But Wute Ward, let's meet Palwute Secondary School, Musko, let's have a discussion. So I'll definitely make myself available whenever time and chance allows. I'll leave whatever I'm doing. So I go back, let's go and tell Mamshiko, Blue so free. Could you wing up a weekend? Let's go Pais Hotel as a family. Let's go back Greenpoint as a family. Let's go back Ambeba Lodge as a family. Let's go Riverside Lodge. As a family, let's celebrate together. Let's mourn together. Let's dine together. So I'll make myself available to my people of Kabushi constituency because you educated me. You made me who I am today. I've just come back to give back to you, the people of Kabushi. And that is your desire that I serve you because you offered me a service. You're like my parents. Kabushi built me. Kabushi made me who I am today. So because Kabushi built me, I've seen it twice that I'll get back to you and give back to the community. The past 40 years, which God has privileged me to live on this earth, Kabushi is at the heart of my soul. That's why even as I lobby for this election, that come 2026, I become a member of parliament to 2031, my assurance to the people of Kabushi is that I'll make myself available to serve you diligently and self-service above self. I'll make sure that I make myself available. I'll engage you through different forums, through phone calls, through making transportation available, through making myself available. But in the Muntofe, I can't be everywhere. But I'll try to divide my time adequately and see to it that Kabushi is given a fair share time.
Let me bring you in Parliament right now, and obviously the current member of Parliament is doing whatever that he's been doing for this particular constituency, and obviously my question is. The same things that you're saying right now are the things that we've heard before, that a member of parliament, such as the one who's there, when he was campaigning, he would say, you know what, I'll attend funerals. I will definitely make phone calls with you. I will do this and that and that. Not only in Kabushi, but in other constituencies. And there is just that one call that comes in that sounds like a broken record. But a member of parliament, mwaleko kwa sukama phone. Mwadileko kwisa kufidilo. Mpunda tindi bize parliament nde panga mafunde. Nde michita represent. Now here you are. You're equally sounding like a broken record and you're saying, I will engage you. We will come and dine with you. We'll come and cry with you. What makes you such a different species from these who are in parliament right now?
Kabushi Ward. That water will help the surrounding community. We built a bowl, maybe, for example, at Lubuto Reformed Church, which means the people of Lubuto community, they'll be cushioned with the aspect of water. We we do a build up. Maybe I know Kaloko as Kaloko Police Post, Kaloko Primary School. We do a borehole at a public institution. So our role is to see development in Kabushi, and the only way we can see development in Kabushi is to make ourselves available so that we can save our people. So our aim of saving up of Kabushi is that of providing a service above ourselves, like the motto of Rubuta Secondary School, that service above ourselves. So I'm just making myself available because of the education and the ability and the support the people of Kabushi gave me. So I thought, look, let me give back to the community. For example, my primary school then, Kaele Primary, we used to say, I will go and save. That was our motto. Kaele, I will go and save. That's the reason I said, Lord, let me go back and save my people. Lubuto, let me provide the service above self. So my coming in as member of parliament for Kabushi constituency is that of providing a service. And that service will be through teamwork. We have stakeholder engagements across the 8 wards of Kabushi. We engage the WDC committees, we engage the church, we engage the marketeers, we engage the government workers, we engage the general workers, we engage the taxi drivers, we engage the minibus drivers, we engage everybody on board. To see what need areas can work together as a team. For example, the government has set up some funds for the CDF projects. All the 8 wards of Kabushi must have the equal share of these CDF funds. How do they have this equal share? It's a question of engagement, stakeholder engagement. For example, every 3 months, if you can be having stakeholder discussions and also bring on board our colleagues who once lived in Kabushi and maybe they would have gone somewhere else now to come on board and give back to Kabushi. Kabushi has produced a lot of products. For example, under the Tillas Titus Sichinga Foundation, we've got a membership of over 5,000 people. Some of them are in the States, some of them are in Sorwezi, some of them are in Lusaka, some of them are in Kitwe, some of them are in Chingola. All these guys have come on board to help this vehicle called Tillas Titus Sichinga. This agenda is not only being pushed by me, but it's being pushed by my colleagues in the overseas, others in China, others in South Africa, others in Norway. They've come on board to provide a service to help our people. And then also the community themselves, among the church committees, the marketeers, say, look, Sichinga od mwana wesu, tevo tubombele. Save our people. Tulubule mwana wesu. Tuafuilishe tuwa antanji pantanji. Echo njishile ngo mwana wenu nga Tillas Titus Sichinga na ichefya. Kwa timpeni nchite mwombele. Nike nimbo musha wenu mwana Kabushi. Echi ndetere mkwa.
Okay. Now let's get to find out the core value of what exactly is driving this motive. And I usually use this example because I saw it fit to use it on this platform. Many young politicians at heart, I'll call you guys. There is one politician who said, let's not let these young politicians who want to aspire for seat next year come to the party because they just want to make money out of it and so on and so forth. What really is driving the motive of young leaders to take up leadership roles in Zambia's 2026 general elections? And this, I want you to speak from the word that you're aspiring for. What exactly is driving you there? Apart from, obviously, you've mentioned you were son of the soil. The marketeers raised you. You played at the Kalukungu grounds and so on and so forth. But what really is driving you out there?
Thank you very much. The core values.
Yes.
You see, the beauty is that Zambia's history can't be written without the support of the youths. In 1964, when Zambia got its independence, our first president, Dr. Kenneth David Kaunda, may his soul rest in peace, he was only 40 years. And I turned 40 years. I'm actually 40 years too. Most of the people who brought independence in Zambia were the youths. The Simon Masaka boys, the VJs, the Arabis, the people who fought for independence, the Michael Chief Satas, the Arthur Winners, all those were the youths. They were energetic, they fought for independence. Again, in 1991, when Zambia went to multi-party democracy, team, the Mwanawasas, these were also youths of those yesteryears. They are about 45, 40 there. They were the youths. Again, in 2001, when the Patriotic Front was ushered, so in 2011, when the Patriotic Front was ushered into power, the people brought up the agenda of having Mr. Sata and his team, the PF, coming into government, were the youths. And then in 2021, the people who voted for UPND to be ushered into power, the people who voted for Bali, the current government, most of them were the youths. Even in 2026, I'm very certain that the majority of the people who play a greater role in having the members of parliament, the councillors, the mayors, and the president will basically be the youths. And most of them, it's actually below 50 years, but below 40 years. So, coming back to my core values. It's because of this history that the youth play a greater role in politics. And there's a desire from our people outside there that we need fresh blood. We need the youth to take the affairs of our nation. We need to move our country forward with people who are energetic. So my core value as Tillas Titus Sichinga, my core value is that of 1, providing love for humanity and for the people of kabushi. 2, providing a platform of development for our people. Open, stakeholder engagement, development oriented. 3, we need peace in Kabushi. Kabushi today has got a lot of junkies. These young ones, they need their way. They need somebody to motivate them. They need somebody to speak for them. Those people are attacking our people now. Kabushi now is like an assault of war. People can't move at 19 hours. They're attacked. So we need the direction. Kabushi needs a member of parliament to make himself available to speak for the people, to encourage the young ones, that my young brothers and sisters, there's a future outside there. Do not disturb, do not endanger yourselves into these criminal activities you are doing across the 8 wards of Kabushi. I'm very saddened that just a few days ago, interesting. You see, I said democracy is the law of the people and by the people, and worse off, by the majority. If we were to do a survey across the 156 constituencies, very few sitting members of parliament who retain their seats. I think statistics are there. I will not speak for areas where I'm not privy to. Let me speak for Kabushi.
Yes.
Because Kabushi have been on the ground for the past 15 years. And from what I'm getting from the people of Kabushi, even for to do an opinion poll today, you realize that Tillas Titus Sichinga is the leading candidate in Kabushi constituency.
I like your confidence.
Yes, because of the works we are doing. The works are speaking for ourselves. If you are to do a survey, go to Kabushi constituency, do a survey, go at Main Masala Market, go at Kabushi Market, go at any church, our name will be mentioned. Go at any station, pakopa and the past station pale, mahali mfweshi desu. Mwepaka wa past station, mwana kwa Sichinga bala mfwika. Mwepa Masala Market, past station, Main Market, Sichinga shana mfwika. Me percent, pako center, papa percent, paka ile somewhere, shana Sichinga la mfwika. Let me read something for you also. In all the 8 wards of Kabushi, some people did a small survey. This survey, what it was showing is that if elections were held today, this is as at 31 October 2025, under Kaloko ward, Tillas Sichinga got 80%. And then under Kabushi ward, I got 70%. Then under Skywest ward, I was at 60%. Under Main Masala ward, I was at 65%. Under Mkuba ward, I was at 70%. Under Kafubu ward, Tillas Titus Sichinga's name was at 65%. Under Wuto ward, where I grew up from, where I was born from, I was at 75%. Under Toka ward, I was at 75%. Overall, if elections will be held today, I, Tillas Titus Sichinga, have got at least 70% of the votes in my favor. If we are to convert those into practical votes. That's why I speak confidently, because of the works we've done for the people. We've been on the ground. A people of sinners. We've been at almost every church across the 100 churches of Kabushi constituency. We've been at all the 5 markets of Kabushi, interacting with our people through Main Masala Market, Kapara Market, Main Masala Market, Toka Market, Kaere Market, Lubuto Market, Kabushi Market, all the clinics. Lubuto Clinic have been there as a team. Kabushi Clinic have been there as a team. Masala Clinic have been there as a team. Reformed Church, almost everywhere we've been. At these bus stations, pakairo palapo tuangala molimo tureshinguruka. Tuayapa Lubuto Market palapo mas taxi lang turesh. Tuayapa Chipoyas, pama ba palapo soft link palapo Dambo Junction tureshinguruka. At every pub, at every church. So our marketing skill has paid off. At every finlo, which Tillas Titus Sichinga has head of, who provide the service, who provide the bus. At almost every wedding, our people hear about us. All the schools, for example, on the Teachers' Day, on the 5th of October, 2025, we hosted our teachers at a family lodge there at Injere Lodge. So across the board, across Kabushi constituency, we've marketed ourselves very well, and we are confidently sure that come 2026, our people will give us a favor of saving them, and we'll sit with them to save them diligently and humbly. So we'll definitely provide a service, because we've done a lot of homework. We've been on the ground for the past 4 years, so we know what the people want, and we know how we handle our people. That's why I've said, come 2026 after elections, it will be Jombo Yalila, Vala Jombo Mama, Ati Usha, Kuseni Seni, Yeye Vala Jombo Mama, and vote for Mr.
Before we go to a short commercial for our headlines, I want to ask you this. Obviously, load shedding is the order of the day today. Quickly, under a minute or so, how are you helping the business community in the constituents that you're aspiring for? And obviously, these are the young ones who run barbershops, there are those who run salons, and there are those who are doing some butchery businesses. How are you helping these people? Quickly.
Thank you very much. Yes, it's very saddening that our people are really suffering in terms of road shedding. It's now people having just 3 hours of power in each day, which is very sad, and which is not very good for development and for business activities in our constituency. What we've done now is, come December, we've ordered some little materials to give out to our people, the solar panels. We have selected maybe at least 10 business centers where we can give these solar panels in all the 8 wards of Kabushi. We have ordered about 200 some solar panels. We're also trying to see how we can work hand in hand with the MTN, who have been providing these solars at a cheaper price to our people, so that we can maybe cushion our people in a smaller way.
Let's hold on to that thought. We'll be right back in just a bit. First, here are the headlines at 12.
This is Sun FM. It's 12 o'clock.
Note you that our guest this morning and afternoon now is Tillas Titus Sichinga, who is an aspiring candidate in the office of Member of Parliament for Kabushi constituency. And so far, we've tackled a number of questions as well as a number of concerns that have been birthed from the constituency that he's aspiring. And before we took that short break, he was answering a question of how he intends to help the business community in the constituency that he's aspiring. Mr. Titus, you were saying you've procured some solar equipment that is intended to empower the communities of the constituency that you're aspiring. Please go on with that.
Thank you very much. Remember in my preamble, I did say that Kabushi constituency has got 14 government schools. Mm-hmm. In these 14 government schools and over 100 churches, of course, some churches, they congregate at schools. Mm. Our thinking and our view is that actually, I'm also a businessman. I'm also into solar business. We've got a smart city company which provides solar to different companies, with the government and the private sector. Mm-hmm. So I've engaged my colleagues, my friends, my business partners that, look, let us give our people something. Mm-hmm. Let us order some equipment from China. These are some small equipment which can maybe light up some bulbs, which can light up, which can also help out, especially on the aspects of water. Because when I went to my former primary school, Kaele Secondary School now, and Mkuu Award, I had an interaction with the school management where I wanted to donate a borehole, and the school said, no, Mr. Sichinga, for now we don't need a borehole. For now we need the solar panels. Because even if you donate a borehole, when there is no electricity, then it will be of no use to us. So now we're thinking outside the box, that actually our people, what they need now is the solar system. Even the small timbers, my barbershop, the salons, our people need to be equipped with the aspect of having some solar panels.
Okay, we're having phone calls, so it means people want to talk to you, and there are people who are listening to you from your constituency. Let's try to pick up this cause. Sorry for holding your thought there.
Let our people.
Good afternoon.
One Zambia, one nation. Victor Magara Bandi Makinza Banji Ukaptozi.
Taselenza Shabe Bueno ba Shikatwamba. Kindly go ahead, Mr. Sichinga is here.
Honorable Titi S Foundation, how are you, sir?
Mwentungurushi, I'm fine. Nakareva de Kawashkatwamba.
Kalamba can talk about the I think honorable question and the Amazon for an Oka Vest. A question can carry us, so I have very expiring here, looking at the as the young people there. You know, Manza, never Mangorona Vena, if I'm not mistaken. Then Malanda Titi Foundation man be 4 years cooperation with the Mulia Footishes. I am quiet. I will congratulate when I plan from Bomba. I am quiet. Bomba, if you Bomba, honorable Vanagana, but Mangorona Vena, Lapa ground for 7 years, for 4 years. Why, Mona? The Bomba from Bomba. Official Bantu Nescu, I know for sure that Namus had like a school about Mangora, but official Valentana Bamamo. I'm not taking about President Picker for 7 years. 4 years. And I got my family, almost said, my family bandi. We got Mukabush. One band characters and my first name Kabush. nomba imwe sisi mwikala kulusaka abantu amukabushi barenda ati barefa roko iziraka nomba nishika baposhana mwikala kulusaka roko iziraka ero wikala mwikabushi futi ndiba simangora nomba mwakwalisha cyane and lastly busha ba politician imwe nije mbutuka amachechi yakwa tagarinda rama muresi yakwa fusha amachechi yakwa tesikopa because amasimeti mudoneta munda rama makatolika abantu bakatendera basha mutwalira mwakula tete bakikopa bara mwabapira ko simenti mwabakudira ko puto dati weya
Thank you very much, and your time is up. That is Mr. Shikatwamba right there. 0955-855-953 is the number that you're calling us on, and this is your public forum. And our guest this morning and afternoon is an aspiring candidate for Kabushi constituency. That is Mr. Sichinga. Let's try to pick up this one. We make them 2 or 3. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, my brother, and how are you?
I'm very fine, thank you. Who do we have on the line?
This is the voice of the people of Kabushi and Zambia at large, Mr. Sihuwa from Kabushi constituency. Honorable, good morning, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, the voice of Kabushi, Mwentungloshi, Nakale Varika Sihuwa, and then Tunga Canales.
Thank you so much, thank you so much. First and foremost, I want to congratulate you for the work that you are doing in Kabushi. You have really demonstrated today leadership is there. You know, Febambi, through the testimony leadership, the Tumona, which I got in the Ramontu, Shabashan, Akuro, the leadership, not what. Because leadership is a Kulongania, no Kubalango, but I won't be a Japam, we can go this way. So, through the testimony leadership, what is Yumuntunakwata. So, to me, as an individual myself, including some of the people in Kabushi, they have seen leadership. So, expect more votes from the people. But what is needed most is group working. You know, if you push about people to face the moderator, I'm a honorable, the back pizza, not only that, in terms of in England, even last time I said that I'm sure you have got good people. I've seen Baliva coordinator, several coordinators. I've seen them and I've talked to them and I have seen their potential. They will be the people who will be giving a good service. And I think that's what you look in your absence. In
your conclusion.
So what we are saying as I conclude, I'm saying that what are your plans concerning the mini hospital in Kabushi? Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming through. 0955-855-953. Let's see if we can squeeze in one more caller so that we can handle 3 of them at a go. 0955-855-953. Good afternoon.
Of putting ideas together, working as a team. If we to open up road, and down you bridge, if we to do a proper bridge, Ndora Central and Kabushi constituents put funds together and then build up a road which will move from Koparande to straight to Central Hospital or from Koparande into Kito Road, a shortcut. Then would have reduced time wasted on the road. For example, in Ndola now, there's a lot of activities going on. Our people are stuck in traffic. It's because of not having a leeway or not to move about in Ndola district. We are facing, Ndola is a small town, but because of the road construction going on, the town is highly congested, which is not good for human, and it's also not good in terms of the air we are breathing in. It's my appeal. And my prayer is that let us work as a team. Let us open up other roads so that we can have a proper road network across the Ndora district.
Now, I wanted to also handle something with you, and obviously this I've visited Masala number of times. I've got relatives there, and I've got friends who live in that area, friends who were born in that area. One thing that everybody has come out to say is we have not seen a proper drainage system in a while. We've not seen a proper piped water in a while, and these are some of the concerns that people that you want to represent in Parliament would definitely table you with. How do you plan on revitalizing these situations if you were to be given an opportunity?
Thank you very much. Yes, the water situation in Kabushi constituency in general is in a very pathetic condition. And as you all know, that water is life. For example, Masala itself, just behind Masala Primary School, I received a complaint that Avantu Amasuare Lubana, Lubana Fintu. That's undermined Masala ward. go to Mukoba ward, mukariba mulya, mwali ama issues ya menshi, ama issues ya water sanitation. I'm making an appeal, especially to Kafu Water and Storage Company, that can we please replace the water situation in Kabushi constituency? Our people are really in a mess. Our people need the water in these different wards of Kabushi. But again, as I come in as a member of parliament, my plea and my appeal is that I'll sit down with the WDCs across the 8 wards of Kabushi to see at least if we can have some public boreholes in every ward. We build up a borehole and see to it that our people have got water where they can fetch from at a very reduced rate, so that at least to cushion that problem of water. And also seeing to it that as we build up these boreholes across the 8 wards of Kabushi, we also may build up the public toilets. Let's do public toilets. People can pay a little fee so that inganda toilet, inganda nkalamba, pamuntu onzo toilet. So the only way can do a proper sanitation is to see to that you lobby also the private sector. The people who once lived in Kabushi, the people who are now doing well in different towns, the people who began their education in Kabushi, let's come on board. Let's help build up public communal toilets, build up public boreholes so that we can reduce the water situation. And as you all know, because of road shading now, our people are really suffering in terms of water reticulation. Let us think outside the box. Let us also have maybe solar panels at almost every school. We also maybe lobby the Ministry of Education. I'm glad that there is some phase going on where they are, almost every school is being encouraged to have the solar on their schools. So if you can have all the churches, all the schools, all the community halls having solar panels, then would have reduced the cost of water. Otherwise, it's very pathetic. My prayer and hope that maybe God may bless us with good lens this season, so that come next year, the electricity issue will be a thing of the past, so that even in terms of planning, as I come in 2026 as a member of parliament for Kabushi, we'll make sure that you prioritize the solar energy. We've got the engineers, the technical engineers. I will bring them on board. How do we work as a team, my engineer base? My experts, infrastructure. How do we help the government? How do we come on board? How do we lobby the Ministry of Energy? How do we lobby the Ministry of Water? How do we lobby the Ministry of Law Government to see to it that Kabushi gets a fair share of development?
Now, I want to read something to you, and this is not derailing us, but I want this to sit at the back of your mind as we unfold with this program. Now, if you're just joining us, welcome to Public Forum, and we are having an aspiring candidate for Kabushi constituency, that is Mr. Tillas Titus Sichinga, and obviously you've seen him in your constituency making rounds with you. I saw last week you visited a number of places. Now, let's read this. Old MPs will only retire together with Hijilema in 2031. This is coming from the former local government Minister Gary Nkombo, and long-serving member of parliament for Mazabuga constituency. Now, when you hear such kind of statements from a long-serving member of parliament such as Gary Nkombo, and also let me take you to Chienge member of parliament, that's Honorable Given, who literally went out rampage, simply telling you, the young people, to say, there is nothing you can do in parliament. It's not your time. Let us, the older ones who know how things are done in parliament, get to do with whatever that is supposed to be done in these constituencies. The question I want to ask, with you now having understood this and putting this at the back of your mind, is who is going to be behind you in 2026? And well, how do you intend on, not saying battle it out, but if we were to put it on the battlefield of politics, we would say, how do you intend on battling with Honorable Bernard, is it, what's his name again? Bernard Kanengo. How do you intend on going look ahead with a member of parliament who's currently in government? How do you intend on doing this? Because he's an old politician, if you were to ask me. Honorable Gary Nkombo is an old politician, if you were to ask me. All right. I'll also bring Mark Mlaza Kaira, even though he's not here. Wherever he's contesting, there is somebody who's been there who's an old politician right there. How do you guys intend on unsettling these old madalas off the seats?
Interesting. You see, I said democracy is the law of the people and by the people, and worse off by the majority.
Ine kumulanda mu kaliba mu mwachirumbula emonjikala ameshita chine yali shupa sana fefo tulokabira kona ma toilet so nga chakwati mwaisa mwatu afako muliyo nshira kuti chawa amaposana ero na paka bushi market kabushi market uro musebo twalimona tiwali onaika sana before tamula panani pakutungurushi mwamono kwati uro musebo mwawamyako nacho kuchitwa aba kutotera sana pande kusaba boma ni yolo bati pali bu inspiring MP bali bombele kuchimwemwe basavika boho iya meshi nisabala imakana nokwimakana so chira chalenge kwati na abantu napa kuvota bali kwete chimolao so icho china tuweka bana foba paka bushi market para mwatoleke shako umusebo.
Thank you.
Na mumwe no mushira meshi filafine tulatotera sana efo mubombale sami pale na tote.
Thank you very much for coming through, and that is a third call. Care to respond to those 3 callers?
Thank you. Just quickly.
Yes.
Ashkatwamba namgatamba vote side 13 therefore I'm vote side. Mbesubira namgatamba ashkatwamba. Off air I'll talk to him. He's just encouraging me to keep on working hard.
Definitely.
He's saying about 4 of us are sparring, and I'm ready for the 4 of us. And now the number can even be more than 4. And for my works, TTS, yes, 4 years. But from Water Secondary School, it's about 15 years. So basically, I think I'm above Vasmangola in terms of my working in Kabushi constituency. And I'm certain that even as we go to vote next year, 2026 August, I'll definitely be above Mr. Smangola. I'll definitely win Kabushi without any difficulties. I'm winning Kabushi constituency. I'll be their member of parliament. I'll be their servant. The voice of the people of Kabushi, Basiuba, thank you very much. Mean hospital. It's a necessity. Healthy is life. It's very saddening that Kabushi Equatorial Clinic side 4. We don't have a mortuary in Kabushi constituency. Whenever we got a sick patient in Gafira Munganda, Foto Akwayengwe, Arthur Davison, Kuta na Kabushi, Tuatu Medikulia, Puto Ausenda, Toeta Kantoromba. It's very, very, very saddening that Kabushi constituency, 1 year after independence, we don't have a mortuary. We definitely need a mortuary next year. Come next year, as I come as a member of parliament for Kabushi constituency, I will lobby to have a main hospital. If we can turn Water Clinic into a main hospital, or Kabushi Clinic into a main hospital, or Masara Clinic into a main hospital, so be it. We need to engage the government, the private sector. Now, Kabushi, if it means contributing some little funds, so that you can have a main hospital and a mortuary in Kabushi, that's one of the first things I will do and lobby for as the member of parliament. I'll make sure that we move in that direction. Amabana mpundu mwanda before shabu MP njambo kwa mfilo nde bomba na mutasha, but mnefomu say, but give an example. Inenga Tillas Titus Sichinga, using our own funds, we did a boho back at local police. I'm actually one of the people who built that local police, who formed that local police community before the CDF Tawaraich expand. Because I grew up, that's my hometown. We lobbied the powers that be by then kwa TNE to take a local police post. We turned into one of the sugar compound houses to Panga police. Now boho, I'm the first one who put up that boho until a government was actually expand like a boho yabo, but building a police in Kabushi Catholic Church. We did the boho with the Father Kelvin Wade and the team. We did the boho for Kabushi Catholic Church. We want to do another boho pa Dambo, pa Efyongo, ba Tim Negatiawe, ba Singa de campaign, nganga pula bomba. The sitting MPs, people got fear. They thought maybe we'll gain a name. So I said, no. By MP, go and contact the MPs. Look, it's fine. We'll do it when we come next year as members of parliament. So be assured that we'll use our personal resources. We'll also lobby for development in Kabushi. With or without resources, we'll lobby others. But be assured that our agenda is that of development, love, peace, and justice.
All right, we're still together. It's 12:14. Can we dedicate this time to you and your people communicating?
Yes,
Let's try to pick up more calls. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, Victor.
Good afternoon. Mantulanda bena.
Victor mwabomba jani poses.
Mukwaitwa bomba ni bantulanda bena ba.
Mlanda na Mr. Bag after la kai mwene nchindi fangini.
Mkwainga bakonkanya ba bag.
Mkwai. Honorable Tillas Titus Sichinga mulishani.
Mr. Bag ndo mtende atu after la kai mwene. I like it. Go ahead, my brother.
Our president wali ishi.
Nakale bali kama mfumo.
Mkwai. Awo strain posha wa honorable mwewa refo kwinina mukabushi constituency. Nomba ene honorable sindecho ndefu amikusheko. Ngane fechinka ku bantu. Wati tukesesa ngobu asalira abantu bamperevo.
uko mwikala pali ino nishtanyikwisa namuntu aba vice president kunuma kutwanya mfulepo baliranije pokwe bati ushabo mba MP kuyabebere ero futi munenye ukwe bati mwasalo omuntu omwabyalwana nk'omulyana nk'omwana wa panganda tatulevu abantu abakwesa pangira business for example ndikala kwa chikurukuzi ero twese pokero wakuchongwa kese inina kwa chikurukuzi akala twala obuyantanshi kuchongwa watizangwa kwa bati momukabushite mumyene emo mwikala fonawa fona ngumufumapo maroli mini Lusaka baina kabushi futi bakamokula mitumina mafonyo basinga eseni kuno basinga zofena pano mbafuwa ntatulefuwa kiropo omwana wa panganda ibenya abantu chinka lefuti sekoni nevo mnya basinga uyu musebo kufuma papuma kukotsaidu kukuya kurosa vekula konse waya ikatafena kuri buto kuda anchuvye kutwapya kukaroko konse kuda washunguruka wasapolera mutitwero tukusaidu uno musebo wali ona ikatana basinga bapoma ni bali kuwamya.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming through, and good afternoon to you. 0955-855-953. We will be winding it up very soon, but let's try to squeeze in a call or two. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, hi.
Very fine, thank you. Who do we have on the line, and where are you calling us from?
This is a gift from Pamozi.
But a gift from Pamozi. Chinga
Bapamkwai. Enkwai kwena share kukundi wa pesalo Chinga. Nimupashimukweto wakwafa balando wakwafa babonso bomle yakwa. Lesa anironzirepo. Kairi anironzirepo.
We will be winding it up very soon, but let's try to squeeze in a call or two. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, hi.
Very fine, thank you. Who do we have on the line, and where are you calling us from?
This is a gift from Pamozi.
But a gift from Pamozi. Chinga Bapamkwai.
Enkwai kwena share kukundi wa pesalo Chinga. Nimupashimukweto wakwafa balando wakwafa babonso bomle yakwa. Lesa anironzirepo. Kairi anironzirepo neshiku. Kwena ushe atushita chapatonono napakingi fini takatashe. Upye mwabomba. Ikwe palo byasiga kumikumbira kyokwe bati lesa anironzirepo kairi mwikala n'abantu beno kupita kwena mulepita na mubombe finti fide onfuika twatotera na ifuba katolika pali yobo na nkatsepa ko kenge tula yako twatotela lesa alensala na totera mkwayo bombe bwino.
Thank you very much for coming through. Those two calls quickly, can we respond to them?
Interesting. Bang. Na fele mu Lubuto na kula mukabushi. Natkwatenga pa cakes apo etwiswile nga Tillas Titus Sichinga Community House number 1316 cakes Chiwara Road, just next na puma pa cakes pa puma filling station apo ingande abasichinga mwele mukabushu mukezi mukafubu ward afi ashibandi vekala muka local ward mshuga compound mwachita announce past step B tumwansanga mukapa afi ashibandi ningwatenga ndayembe kulubuto otureisula nga Lubuto Ward Community Center umpepe na bachibambaba opposite chibambaba so muka wushintile ngweta manda atatu ya pake x paka forward na pa fashion pashuka compound na kulubuto enganda mbe trace la mu December pa 6th na yena ninganda yeso manda atwaya mukasanga mkwaye. I'm born and bred from Kawushi. I cannot learn away from the people of Kawushi. Abena Kawushi eba nsambisha, abena Kawushi eba mpanga. Na kwa kuku, inborn kuku, echolesa ampela, kwa Chinga, usevinga, antuombela bantu. Wherever I will be, I will make myself available. So do not worry, just know that I'm the son of the cell of Kawushi, and having been brought up from Kawushi constituency, I'll give my whole life to the people of Kawushi. If need be that I move into Kawushi and build a house in Kawushi, that's saying in Kawushi. I don't want to talk about other people. But of course, some people are staying in Kawushi. They are not to be seen. They stay in Kawushi. They stay in Lubuto. But me, my houses are public to the people. Next, Puma filling station, it's open to the public. Just behind Karago police post, it's open to the public. I'm not hidden. I'm a public person. My house is open for everybody. Inganda yandi April veni na lislo mutima ku bantu afi ashibandi Sichinga bombela abantu. Our law is to provide the service. Our law is to feed our people. Our law is to help our people. Mama bana Victor Kupamozi, thank you for the words of encouragement. Each child pechenesa impela. I'm a cheerful giver. I share the little that I have.
All right, there we go. It looks like my producer is also whispering in my ears, and we are supposed to start winding up. Do we have any caller there whom you have to respond to? Let's try to squeeze in this one. Good afternoon. Hi.
Yes, good afternoon, Sun FM. Walishani mkwaiwa honorable.
Mwentu ngurushi ndo mtende na kaleva dika.
Mkwaiwa, endi kuno kubwana mkubwa constituency, but ndekonka ifimudela ndeli ashikenu ndeli. Ushe, hii hospital wakudila hapa kuna kumiesu kubwana mkubwa kurupili kuno. Hospital ivalelo lelati wakateka wakese iswa. Nishite haka kwate mochari, wantu ndelo mkwafuti mdelando kwe watu. Mama amapange yenu ya kukula mochari nomba apapa bwana mkubwa hapa ilevera hospital mini hospital ya wakwatile ya wakuchifubu ero na imu hapo mkakule mochari. How viable is this?
All right, thank you very much for coming through. I think that could be a caller that you can respond to quickly before we ask you to wrap it up for us.
Thank you very much. If warandire ni mbwana mkubwa Ekura Hospital, and was built by the well-wishers, of course, with the support of the government. That's under Baramgoba constituency. Na mocha itakuwa atakundora futi ya ku ndola central na chifubu kwa yengwe kutali. So today for is to have our own hospital in Kabushi constituency because it will easier the movement of our people. For example, hospital ngavele palo buto clinic pali tapangamini hospital pali mochari. It's very easy for our people to transport a body from palo buto even when the punch to baenda abantu baenda to just it's just under a kilometer to paka ntoma tashekombili. So today for is to make the job easier for our people who are mourning their beloved one, to make sure they don't spend a lot of time. Because kwa mkubwa na kukantolomba patali. But hospital ngalipaka bush clinic walipaka buto clinic is very easy for them to go to Kantolomba na kushika mbili wa wayashi mutende na muchibote with very minimal fuel consumption.
Awesome. Now, as you get to look at the road to 2026, I need you to conclude public forum for today's edition under a minute. What are your closing remarks to the people of Kabushi constituency?
1 minute achepa.
1 minute. Ejitaba mpela wa producer wa.
Mwebantu wakwalese mwena Kabushi. Ichikwanka bati mwena kumaparanyo. Kai twende wabiri te mwenso. Wingi kwanseba kuimina chapamu. This journey of making Tillas Titus Sichinga abo mushawe nungaseva antu mwena Kabushi. Icha number 1. Chitene register as a voter under Kabushi constituency. And make sure that in 2026 August 13th mka vote intungro shilinga Tillas Titus Sichinga. Echo eshilinga omwana wenu mwasambe eshe mwakusha eshe mkumibombela. Tweleta uwe antanshi temuiko pantanshi mkabushi constituency. Now we antanshi we have to work as a team. We will give a fair share across the 8 wards of Kabushi. Ngetamika mkabushi mnafu vote la Sichinga. Ni nsambu yeni. It's your fundamental human right to transfer and change and vote under Kabushi constituency. Wherever you are across the country, go to any nearby polling station and just say, I want to vote under Kabushi constituency. For example, you choose, never vote la kulu vote or vote secondary school, never vote la Sichinga, never transfer my details and never vote la Kabushi. Echo ndelo mbali vote, never ensure, never kumbume, never kwa musha wenu. Ngomena Kabushi member of parliament. Please, for now, register as a voter so that you can see development in Kabushi come 2026. I know I'm winning, but I want to win with a landslide victory. When you give me a mandate with a landslide victory with over 50%, then I will know that the majority of the people liked me. I will make myself available. I'll work with you. I'll journey with you through thick and thin. Mukulila, mukulosha, munsansa, we'll work together as a